Hello and welcome to BB on Blast with me, Lindsay.
And me, Gaz.
Covering the final almost week of CBB for your entertainment.
Not really. This is the start of the final week now.
Last week then.
But we might start this week.
Look, I've been very, very ill and I'm still not well, so bear with me. And also everyone going, oh, well done, Gaz, for propping up the last podcast.
Everyone means Kwame only.
Yeah, Kwame, shut up, because I was here and it was 3 hours long and afterwards it made me
Lindsay,
even iller.
Don't be glitter. I mean bitter. Glitter, okay?
Starting off the podcast by berating our beloved friends. I'm so sorry. Okay, so God, a lot has happened actually, hasn't it? And I kind of
feel like yes and no. I don't feel like that much has happened.
I don't know why you feel like that. Loads has happened.
It's more of the same, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, we've lost big characters.
Yeah.
We've gained a new couple.
But those characters that we lost did put in a good effort before they went.
They did, yeah.
And the showman, as much as I hate a showmance, this showmance is quite fascinating, isn't it?
Yeah, because it's the most dysfunctional showmance that's ever been known to reality TV viewers ever.
It's it's people are going oh, the whole thing is alcoholics a lot. We're not even drinking tonight because we're poorly. You're not poorly, are you?
I have a headache, but I'm going to be okay.
God. If you do want to sponsor us, Anadin Extra
or Lemsip.
Apart from that, no, everything's fine. Okay, so we're starting off from Chad. So it's the morning after the night before where Chad and Sarah had their kiss against the pillar. And they were in the storeroom and Chad was trying to feel up Sarah and she was like, oh, not in here. And he went, oh, you need to figure out what you want her.
I didn't got that for the start of this day. I think that's the day before. But let's see where we go.
Jesus. We did the day before.
I got basically it's Monday last week, which is day 13. Is the start of my notes.
You know I don't do days of the week.
No, that's half our trouble. And it says that everyone was saying that Sarah was leading Chad on.
Hold on, let me look at the next.
That's what I've got. Does this one end with Amelia saying she looks like a bag of piss? No, because you didn't notice that. And
I don't write things down, Amelia says. This is the one that's got snakes everywhere in this episode.
Okay, yeah, that's the one.
All right, stop trying to derail the podcast before it's even begun.
What about that they woke up to, Mickey, you're so fun, you blow my mind. Hey, Mickey.
That's your area of writing down things like that. I don't cover that shit.
Who sang that song in that rendition that they were listening to?
I don't know. Who?
Do you not know?
No.
It's Lolly.
Oh,
remember
yeah.
Lolly?
Vaguely.
She was good. I liked that song.
How the fuck do you know Lolly and you don't know who Kurt Cobain is?
Because I know actual good
hang
music.
Your fucking head in shame. Oh my God, you just made it a podcast. Just bomb.
Yeah, Chad was saying to Sarah, figure out what you want.
Yes.
So she was in a mood with him.
Yeah, because she's she's got a lot of things going against her right now. She's only got a glass of Ribena and, her fan base is going to save her.
She's got a white wine in the left hand and a G&T in her right hand.
Here she is,
as
stuck
per
in
usual.
the middle with you. Helen said Jordan.
Who's
Jordan?
Helen?
Fucking...
Who's Helen?
Fucking, who's Jordan? Helen. Oh, Helen said something. Hold on. Helen said Jordan likes brandy. Jordan likes brandy?
What, in a likes the kind of way?
Yeah, I don't remember that.
I literally would
Fuck
be hard-pressed
Helen.
to find a mention of Helen in any of my notes. I'm surprised you've got a mention of Helen.
I hate her even more than I did last week, because now she's actually being like offended that people put her up and shit. Fuck off, useless cow. Anyway, more of which later.
I predict Helen's going to win.
I put it into riot. Do you?
I wouldn't be surprised, would you? Why should you keep getting voted in?
Who's voting for Derek Cora, though?
Fuck knows. And this might be a spoiler alert, but there's a double eviction tomorrow.
Oh.
Derek is not nominated.
But hey, don't spoilerise me.
Well, too late. He's probably going to... That means he is going to be in the final.
Oh, well. I'm not bothered about that, but it just all feels too quick. It just feels
It's
like
only what, 3 weeks?
It just feels
4 weeks. It must be 4 weeks in total, but it's too short.
We should have another week of drama at least.
It's only just getting started, it feels
like.
Now they're just desperately trying to get rid of people.
But the fact that Paul Denan's gone
that's a tragedy.
That's upset me quite a lot, actually. But I'm glad Gemma's still in there. We've still got one villain in there.
She is, yeah, I did say that she's almost a perfect villain, and people were having a go at me for like wanting to save her and
People
stuff.
proper hate her.
So I hate her, but like she's adding something to the show.
But you know what? I don't really hate her.
You know what? You can't like her.
I don't like her. I don't have a strong feeling towards her either
But you
way.
must think she's absolutely vile. I do.
think she's a cunt, but I think Sarah Harding's a cunt as well. They're both cunts as far as I'm concerned.
No, they are. They're both
People go,
disgusting.
oh, Sarah Harding's being bullied. Is she being bullied? Go watch BB19 if you want to see bullying. I swear we said this last week. But she's not being... No one's being bullied in that house. They're all grown adults.
Big Brother always steps in when they feel there's bullying going on. No, I believe that. Like, when people were saying Sarah was being bullied, I said in response to someone like, well, don't worry. When Big Brother see that it's getting too much, they'll step in, as they actually had done on the episode where this person was talking to me. Like, Sarah got taken into the diary room and asked how she was, and then Gemma got called in afterwards and kind of got a bollocking. It wasn't like a formal warning or anything, but they're definitely monitoring that situation.
No one's being bullied. Gemma's a cunt. Paul was a cunt. Brandy's a cunt. Sarah's a cunt.
There's nobody to like in the house, is there? Basically, not like actually like, because you want them to win like Brian Dowling.
Yeah. Oh Jesus, that's a strong like. Who do we want to win? Or should we save that to the end?
Yeah,
we'll save that.
Okay,
go on.
Okay, I've got a note here that you won't have. Sam is now going on about the fact that he wants to kiss Amelia.
Oh, jokes. Oh, Oh, awesome.
What's a transvestite? Yeah, right. Is that what he said?
Did he?
Yeah, he did.
Oh.
That's coming up.
Jokes.
So I don't know when Helen was talking to Jordan. What have you got after that, by the way?
I got Paul and Amelia speaking gobbledygook. They were just making weird noises in the garden.
Do you know what? I'm thinking it's going to come to light that we're like writing about different days.
I think it already has come to light.
I ain't got them doing that, but I've got Gemma to Chad on Sarah. Whatever you do, don't sleep with her unless she's single.
Okay, hold on. Let me see where I've got that bit. Let me see if I've got that bit the next day. It's a bit hard for me. The next day is my blog, so it's a bit of a problem. But you said it's the snakes everywhere one.
Yeah, I got that coming up later.
Fucking unprofessional.
And I've also got Brandy was saying...
Is it the cheerleader task? Yeah, it must be. Cause
it starts with, oh, Mickey, you're so fine.
We've just written about different aspects.
Well, this is good. We've got full coverage going on, but if only we could get our shit together. I have got Brandy was talking to Chad, and she was starting to say to him that he was being strung along, and Chad goes, really? I'm being played? She's like, yeah, you are.
Brandy said, see, we are on the same episode, she's very needy with you, and I don't want you to look like a little bitch. You're like a puppy dog. She gets the sexiest guy, and you get a broken heart.
And during this conversation, Chad was brushing his teeth on the corner of that bath, exactly where we sat with Rylan.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, our bum cheeks have been on that already.
Don't think about our bum cheeks, listeners, that's rude.
So, yeah, she's basically trying to... She's been shit-stirring big time, Brandy, hasn't she, with Chad?
Does Brandy have a thing for Chad?
Oh, do you think so?
You know Callum Best slept with Brandy? Did we say this last
on that
time?
Like famously
I know, but
single,
I forgot what that email
called.
said that was about. That was interesting.
Did someone send an email?
Yeah, someone emailed us about it, and I forgot. I got my feedback all in a muddle.
Oh, well,
I know.
Never mind.
It was interesting. Someone else sent us a long email about Trisha and all her backstory as well. And now that's irrelevant. Yeah.
Oh, I've not been checking the emails.
Yeah,
so...
but it was really long and it was really interesting, and now it doesn't matter.
Old news now because Trisha's long gone.
But thank you for sending me these things. I do read them. I just don't retain the information.
Keep them coming, yeah. So this task was about to kick off, this cheerleading thing, and the public had to vote.
The idiot general public.
Like, who was the winner of
Did
this
you vote?
task? Yeah, I think so. It was on the app, wasn't it?
I never vote. I always miss these things. Can you tell me when there's a vote, if I need to vote for something?
On a poll?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Joseph will tell you as well. He votes on them. He got 2 votes out of it. He gave me a trick, actually. You can get a vote in the app, and you can do a vote on the website too, and then you can get double votes.
Oh,
double
Joseph,
prizes.
you sneaky son.
And he's not even in the country. Breach. But I don't know why I've said the public voted blue as the winner, because the task hasn't even happened in my notes right now. What would they vote the winner of?
How can they vote for the winner? I don't understand.
I think they had to do like a little routine the day before, didn't they? Red team and blue team, and then we voted for who was going to win it, and the team that won were going to be immune or something. You don't remember task results.
I don't, but
rules, so.
shut up. I don't, but I've got. So one of the questions was why is blank dressed like it's 1992?
Yeah.
Oh, was it tweets?
It was Twitter comments as questions, fill in the blank. Yeah. So the answer of who was dressed like it was 1992 was obviously Paul, but whoever it was, I think it was Sam, the twat, stood up and named Helen, gave Helen as the answer.
Jokes.
Blank is a two-faced snake.
Was it Derek?
Yeah, that was the answer.
He is two-faced.
They just picked curveball tweets, though, didn't they? Blatantly, production were tweeting those tweets out the back.
You are not allowed to talk about production.
Sandy asked if she was blind. What? Blind
What?
to tweet? What does that mean? I think that's a typo in my notes. Fuck.
Never mind.
That the male population are well catered. She was asked if it was somebody said the male population are well catered for between Amelia and Sarah. You know, someone did ask if Sandy was blind.
Oh, what? I've said the male population are well catered for is sexist.
I think it's the person that did the tweet. Sandy was like, is that person blind?
Oh, was that about Derek?
No, about Sarah and Amelia.
Oh,
saying
what?
That Sandy was like,
rude.
are they blind or what? Saying that those two female housemates made the male population well catered for.
She's got a point though, because Sarah Harding looks like fucking cross between Joe O'Meara and
Daniela Westbrook.
Yeah, and Amelia looks like a fucking slack-jawed, fucking plate-faced.
She is
boring piece of crap.
You say Mark has always got his mouth open.
Yeah.
Amelia Lilly is always catching flies. She's just like
She's not really added much to the house, has she?
No, apart from a stellar showmance that you really care about.
And a wardrobe choices that even
God.
Julie Chen would turn her nose up at.
I wrote a note on that wardrobe that's coming up later. So someone called @old_bint.
Shout out to them.
Hearing Big Brother read that was brilliant.
I think I might have looked that person up afterwards.
I think I did as well. Said Sarah thinks it's her that is someone's favourite, and turns out, that was about who was the favourite. I can't believe this person's now my favourite. And Sarah thought it was her that was @_bint's favourite. She was adamant.
She's got such a big ego.
I know, and it turned out to be Gemma, which for Gemma was like such poetic justice. She was like fucking lapping that up.
I like that though, because
that was a massive burn.
It's like it's almost like Gemma is Alex Reid and Sarah is Vinnie Jones. And Vinnie Jones used to always go to Alex Reid, oh, you got no chance of winning this, mate. I've got this on lockdown. And it's kind of like that. Like Sarah thinks she's the big star and Alex Reid was just like the little runt. It's almost like that. So it's nice to see the smile wiped off of Sarah's face.
So you're now saying that you could see Gemma being voted the winner? No. What about smashing down a snowman?
No, she would beat the crap out of that fucking snowman. Make no mistake.
So whatever happened, I don't know why I got the note at the top anyway, but the blue team won and they were now immune from eviction.
Yeah.
And that had in it Sarah Harding and co, I think, which was the reason that we both wanted the red team to not be safe because both Jordan and Sam were in that team.
Oh, okay. And they chose Sandy and Sean to be safe.
Yeah, they got to pick two people from the other team that could also be immune.
So
give me an S. That's how they did it, remember? Give me
a airtime. Give me that airtime back. Up for eviction was Helen, Sam, Jordan and Gemma. Poor Jordan, I've forgotten about him already.
Oh, but yeah, I can't wait to talk about his eviction. So,
including his suit.
Yeah, exactly that. So Paul thought that Helen was at risk because young girls won't vote for her. But who is voting for Helen?
I don't know. Like, I'm a comedian, but, I'm on TV every night, but, I don't want to make people laugh. Fuck off then! This is what I hate about comedians. Sorry, I know I'm jumping ahead, but you're a fucking comedian. Oh, it's not my job to make people laugh. Don't be a fucking comedian then. Be a fucking accountant. We're not comedians. We're sat here trying to make people laugh. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fuck off. If you're not naturally funny, you shouldn't be a comedian, and you're not naturally funny. So, and also I don't like the way she calls herself a comedian, sexist in itself. Just fuck off, get out of my hair.
Can you think of a comedian that you have liked in the Celebrity Big Brother house?
No, not off the top of my head. Is there one?
Jack D, maybe?
Yeah, I don't mind him, but even he wasn't